Hi guys, it's Rachel with Pretty in Plants, and today I'm going to be talking about my Whalefin Sansevieria. Before though we talk about the Whalefin Sansevieria, I kind of want to talk about the nutrients for the plants. And watering the plants, it's still too complicated. So I wanted to share with y'all, I texted Jerry Harms, who owns Easy Grow Hydro, and I'll link him down below. All of his plants are in semi-hydro, plant person, and he's been doing semi-hydro for years. So I texted him and I was like, I'm not feeling good about the lack of simplicity. And he said, I like to keep nutrients simple. Two things are important: know urea and the nitrogen source, and does it have all the micronutrients? I don't get overwhelmed or overly concerned with pH, soluble salts, and all that other stuff. Yes, they affect plant growth, but I see too many people getting tripped up with the details. They miss the real food plants use for growth: air, light, and water. I have no issue with a 3-part nutrient system, but why all the work? So this is a 3-part nutrient system. I'm not doing that anymore. I've maintained hundreds, maybe thousands of tropicals over the years in every situation you can imagine. Always used whatever water source that was available. Plants using Dyna-Gro, which I'll put above, or Foliage Pro. So there's only 2 nutrient, and it picks one or the other. Apply either of these formulas, leach the root systems every couple of months, and you should be all set. It's one bottle. Ditch the 3-part system. I'm not texting pH. And in the next few weeks, I'll give y'all an update on it because I'm just not feeling comfortable. Like, if I give someone a plant that's in semi-hydro, I feel like I need to hand them a lab coat and one of these. We shall see. It kind of goes against my whole life philosophy. So here's the Whalefin Sansevieria out, and it's dry, but you can see there is a little root coming out a little bit. And there we have it. Can you see all the new roots? What I did, oh, I know what I did. I sprayed it with SUPERthrive and a little water and got all the dirt off, and then I stuck it in the pebbles, but I didn't really water the pebbles. Like, I thought I don't stick it in there dry, but I stick it in there kind of damp with a little bit of root stimulant. And that is the growth in 10 days. Wow, I'm like kind of in shock actually. It's done really well. This isn't a really pretty one. It's kind of scary. This pot right here is so pretty, and it's so difficult to plant stuff in there. Okay. So I'm going to, I want you to see. Okay. So this one has actually been in there for a really long time. You can see. So we have both things in here. We have rotten roots, which I'm gonna pull off. And then we have like new roots, and then we have a bunch of babies. See the rotten root? This is how, with this one too, how I do Sansevierias, any kind of dry roots, my agave, any of those, I wash the roots off and spray it with some kind of root stimulant, or even like a little water with Epsom salts in it, just a little spray, just to kind of stimulate the roots. And then I put it kind of dry, you know, just, that's the only water it gets, and I put it down in my semi-hydro system, my pebbles, for a week. 1 week later, I take the pot with the semi-hydro and I will water it, and then I let it drip dry, and then I'll put it back in the pot. I don't want any water like in the bottom of the pot. Like, this aloe has had a little water in the bottom of the pot, and I think I put a cup and then I added a little bit more. And the key with these like dry systems, like I have some Sansevieria I just repotted. I'm leaving it for a week with almost no water, and then I'll just give it, it's kind of in a bigger pot, so I'm just going to do a cup of water and just let it kind of go through, and that's it. And then 2 weeks later, I'll give it maybe a cup and a half. So that's how I'm doing my really dry roots. This one, I could not be happier with it. And it kind of shows me the roots are actually kind of wet. But I'm not going to add, like, I would not water this plant for 3 weeks. I want it to be, I'm okay with kind of wet roots, but not water standing in the bottom. So I hope that helps y'all a little bit. These are a couple of my kind of dry, I call them dry roots. They just don't like, Sansevierias don't like much water, but look, it did like the nutrients. So I'm kind of excited about that. That's really cool. And I think to me what it means is I'll get pups, and this plant's gonna make it. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.